Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Snap and be starting at rank 17 tonight. The featured location is Lamentus 1. Don't think there's anything specifically in terms of deck building I can do to play around that. I have to think about it. Let's get into some games in the meantime. Maybe if I see the location in action, I'll have an idea. I'm trying out America Chavez, swapped out Hulk, and we'll see how it goes. The whole idea of this deck is simply playing on curve. Typically at lower ranks in a card game, something as simple as playing on curve will get you wins. Then later, once you get to higher ranks, you start worrying about combos and more complicated deck design and so forth. So no America Chavez this round. She's not particularly good against Lamentis, I think, because with Hulk there's a chance to draw her before turn 6. With Lamentis you never will, so I'm seeing that now. But I do have Spider-Woman and Iron Man for this game for 5 and 6. So I'll probably swap out America Chavez for the time being for as long as Lamentis is the featured location. We'll focus on winning Lamentis and Grand Central. Iron Man's not that good here. Interesting. So unless my opponent's got a buff card, they lose Grand Central. Oh, this should win most of the time. Great. So it's going to be a no on America Chavez while Lamentis is the location because I will never ever get to play her and she will, unless I ran 2 6-drops, I would never get to play any 6-drop. So Hulk's going to go back in. Didn't take long to see that in action to realize it. Move cards, all cards one location to the right. Alrighty. See if my opponent's got anything that can take advantage of that. Mr. Fantastic is a good draw. My opponent's playing multiple discard effects. Do they have any cards to take advantage of discard effects? Well, play Spider Woman to Avengers Compound on turn 5, and Iron Man to either Avengers Compound or Lamentis 1 on turn 6. I like those plays. Well, now to the Bifrost. Forgot about Bifrost. Who's going to be revealing first? My opponent will. That's good. So I'm up by 4 at Avengers Compound, and I'm up by 6 at Lamentis. I actually think I like Captain America Ironheart a little bit more. I think that gains me, let's see, I gain 3 at Avengers Compound instead of a potential 7. Could be another 2. 3, 4 instead of 7. It gives me more power overall, but less power where I need it, I think. I hope I don't need more on Lamentis. We'll see. Opponent just plays 1 card there. It's Apocalypse. So that was the correct play. No reason to clone Quicksilver. Don't really have a reason to clone Domino either. All cards here swap sides. Well, don't really want to play Domino there then. Mr. Sinister. Normally I would play Mr. Fantastic mid without thinking about it, but in this case, can't do that. Still, he's a better play for my mana than Domino. So he's going to Cloning Vaults. So we'll go Jessica Jones to Wakanda, and then Spider Woman to Cloning Vats, and Iron Man to Wakanda, possibly. We'll see. Anyway, I like it enough to snap. Could be potentially Spider Woman to Wakanda again. Or Spider Woman to Oscorp Tower. Sure, let's do that. my opponent played Hulk or something on Wakanda, I could lose there if I played Spider-Woman, right? I'm not sure. I didn't do the math. Necrosha. I still don't think Groot is very good, but I'm playing it because I don't have that many good cards yet. Alright. I have no objection to changing that. Central Park, not my favorite. Not my least favorite. So where do I think my opponent's going to play something? Central Park. Let's guess Hellfire Club. Nope, guessed wrong. So the plan is White Queen, Spider-Woman, Iron Man. Let's say White Queen. I don't like to put White Queen mid and then maybe it's fine. We'll fill up Avengers Compound before turn 6, which I don't usually like to do. But in this case, it's reasonably strong. And my opponent is limited in number of slots they have 2, thanks to the squirrels. Okay, so they went all Central Park. Actually, Spider-Woman there would just win that location, right? Or at least tie, even if they have Blue Marvel. Go Iron Man mid. Can't play anything anywhere other than mid. I reveal first, or I would have probably played Spider-Woman. Oh, 2 Guardians of the Galaxy. Still short, though. So I'm up by 4. If opponent plays Blue Marvel, we'll tie. At the Avengers Compound. Spider-Woman. Great. Blank turn 1, okay. Too bad Domino couldn't get that buff. Sentinel did, and it's going to be copying 2/5 Sentinels. That's bad. That is not good. Oh, it doesn't give copies of the 2/5? Oh, it just says add another Sentinel. It doesn't say a copy of this card. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. I have a buffed white queen. Would I rather contest Los Diablos or Ruins? Let's go Ruins. Well, I probably should have contested Los Diablos because I've got card slot advantage there. So I think that was the wrong play. Not sure it'll matter. Okay, so my opponent's got a buffed white tiger in hand for turn 5. My opponent is ahead, so they will reveal first. So I think Spider Woman. And I like my plays for 5 and 6, so we'll snap. Buffed Ironheart. Medusa, that's pretty good. Okay. So I'm up 7 on Los Diablos. I can play 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I think it's just going to be Hulk. See, Hulk for 22. Blue Marvel would not get the job done. Either place I think is fine. What's my opponent got? White Tiger? No problem. No cards are revealed this turn, that's fine. Adding 9 power monster here for each player. Probably should have played that at Lemuria actually. Mr. Fantastic will put me up to 3 slots used there, and I don't like to do that early. Oh, but now my opponent... Well, if my opponent's probably playing destruction effects though, right? Because of the Nova. This location is why I'm not playing America Chavez at the moment. Okay. Let's see what my opponent's got. Jessica Jones is their highest card. Well, that's pretty good for me, I would say. Pretty good for me. Go Jessica Jones and then Hulk. Deathlock. So they free up spaces. But I'm comfortable. I expect to win most of the time, I guess. Since the highest card in their hand was Jessica Jones, I'd expect to win all the time unless they drew something. So most of the time. Does my opponent have a 1-drop? Nope. Alright. Cards here are not revealed until the game ends. So Groot should be good there, right? Because my opponent will play something there before the game ends. I would expect. So when Groot is finally revealed, he'll get the buff there. That's all my opponent can play. He's got Iron Man. Well, there's not a really good place for Iron Man to go. My opponent reveals first, which means Spider-Woman will be good. Got at least 5 there. If my opponent plays something there, which they probably will, it'll be more, so I'll throw Iron Man there. The buffed Iron Man. Okay. So where do I think that I'm the weakest? I'll just throw Hulk left. Should be fine. Well, not going to win there. But I'll win the other two. Oh, Groot didn't get his buff? Interesting. I would have predicted it would happen when he was revealed. If your opponent played a card here this turn, that's curious interaction with Dark Dimension. Not how I would have predicted it, but good to know for the future. Feels like pretty basic locations today. I haven't really seen anything complicated. Cannot take advantage of Kunlun, not a location I'm happy to see. Ouch. Well, I would guess that my opponent's going to play something there this turn. So we'll hit him with the Groot. See, I've got Hulkbuster, Spider-Woman, Iron Man. It's okay. Hulkbuster's not very good in this deck. It's not hurting for card slots. Hulkbuster, so let's go Spider-Woman, Hulk. Oh, there's the timer. I just now spotted this. That is not intuitive. Or perhaps I'm not very observant. But the turn timer, that's the first time I've noticed it. Medusa, Ant-Man. It's not bad. So just go Hulk left. Blue Marvel wins. No, my opponent's confident. Me too. See what they got. Spectrum win. Spectrum does win. Probably should have retreated there. I was feeling like I was probably against a human who had a plan based on the way they played their cards. And I was a little weak at mid. If I'd played something mid, I would have won. No, I would have lost still. I needed something small left and something small mid. I probably could have played differently that game. I don't know if I'm real happy. I'll have to look at that game later and see what I could have done differently. The Electra play hurt quite a lot. Electra on my Quicksilver actually made a pretty big impact on the game. So 3, 4, and 5, no cards can be added here. Probably throw Hulk there turn 6. I get the Groot. Lady Sif discards Iron Man. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Please not Hulk. Okay. Still, I don't have real good plays here. Captain America ongoing effects are disabled there. If I play my Mr. Fantastic to Necrotia, I will not get his ongoing effect, so I guess just Hulkbuster is the best play there. Floating 2 mana as a consequence of not playing a lot of 2-drops. Interesting. Well, I have the lead. Could my opponent top me at both of them? Probably not. Not with Necrotia the way it is, so let's hope for the best. Win by 1. A lot closer than I thought. A lot closer than I thought it would be. Ooh, interesting. That is not great. I would have loved if it happened to Ironheart. But as it is, I had a pretty bad hand for that to happen to. So I'm not liking my chances in this one. If my opponent had just snapped, I probably would have withdrawn. And the Quicksilver gets played from my hand. At least the opponent only got Nightcrawler. A nerfed Nightcrawler. Well, I like Ironheart here. Oh, and the opponent hit the Groot. No. I think Captain America is the play here. Would have been White Queen if White Queen didn't get nerfed by the peak. Okay, so I'm up 5, up 3. Do I like my plays? Not that much. I don't think I'll snap here. I want Captain America Hulkbuster next turn. So, yeah, I would like it, but it's kind of weak mid. I could get topped there pretty easily. Alrighty, so I'm pretty strong on mid. Should win left. Alright, got my cubes back after the loss. That has a blank turn. Okay, well, apart from not having a 2-drop now, I have a pretty good curve. Well, it's okay. I'd prefer a 4. That's good for me. You play a card here, shuffle 3 rocks into your deck. It's not going to be desirable to play cards there. Try for the Groot at Nidavellir. Or do I focus on Lamentis Lechugila? I think Lamentis Lechugila. My apologies for the terrible pronunciation. So Groot hits the Mantis, and Mantis hits the Groot. So I'm thinking Iron Man mid, Hulk right. I like it. Well, if the opponent played Rocket Raccoon mid instead, they would have won. Alrighty, that'll do it for tonight. Lost 1 game against a human opponent. That was an interesting one. I'll have to look at it again. I suspect I faced a lot of bots tonight. So, thank you for watching.